I'm like, I'm not greedy. Like, why are people losing money? I realize they lose money because they see something go up 25%. They go like, oh man, it's gonna fucking, and then they wait, and then it goes up 50, and they're like, yo, and it goes up 70, and they go like, get the fuck out of here. And if I get out at 25, why? Because it's 25% of what I didn't have, and I'm not upset about that growth. Because guess what happened right after it hit that 52-week high? Once anybody that didn't come out is the ones that pay the market for that fallacy. And it went, and you know where he stopped? At 25, at the 25% mark. I just saw that for that particular security, that's why it was happening. It's like, oh wow, that was, so I bet on it, and I was right 25% of the time. Everybody goes, that's pretty bad. Yeah, but I was also betting a lot, so that 125% covered everything else. It's weird, but it's not really 25% because I was kind of doing a straddle in a way. It's different call price, but it's a straddle. Different prices, but it's a straddle. Straddle's a straddle. Even I know some people gonna say the definition of a straddle is same fucking expiration. Like, okay, well, are you straddling something? You're straddling something, and now you might straddle weird, but it's still a straddle. One side or the other. It goes up or down. I'm just managing that risk by changing, like making determination based on the information I have and my stone gut feeling, which first off got me to this point. That's why I can't. This is all education and funny purposes because I cannot give people advice on making any money whatsoever. I'm just telling you what the fuck I did. I got high and numbers made sense. You know, when if I do these actions, this is the result. So I did the same actions, and then the result changed over time, and I went, oh wow, and then I just observed that result, adjusted the actions, and repeated process. It's called the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, act. We're being human. Something doesn't work, do something again. If something doesn't work, and then you change something, and then it does still doesn't work, you got to remove that and then repeat the process. Well, that's my process. First principles. And then my father was very smart and went, well, son, you're dealing with percentages, so just deal with percentages. Do not look at the amount of money. Deal with the percentages. So I just dealt with percentages. And then, because if you look at the amount of money, it's deceiving. Because it's going to say, oh, you made this much. But you got to look at the percentages. If you can repeat the percentages with a small amount of money, you can repeat them at a big amount of money. Now, the market is the market. So if you have a lot of money, if you're an institution, it doesn't move that fast. There's momentum going one way. For you to redirect that, just that's why you can make 100% buying calls with no money and with barely like with $100, $1,000. But if you have $1 million, yeah, you're not that good. You're just not, because that drop is enough. That one little 1 point drop is enough to cut all that out. So it all depends on. It's just thermodynamics. The size it still applies. This is the weird part. The math applies no matter what it goes to, whether it's humans or securities. Even with the human factor, the anomalies that is human behavior, the market has still worked the way the market is still worked. Now, Elmero, we're gonna do something where oh shit, he's like cooking, sculpting, or working on a vehicle on a on a vehicle or motorcycle. How do you feel about Porsches? You want to venture out of your